Hey everybody, it's Ben. Go Ben, and Karen will join us shortly. But first, I'm going to play people 5 minute who are subs. So if you're challenging me, you'll see your name in the challenge list under my video. You can see a couple people now, and just say something in the chat, so I know you're a sub. So Marcus, if you're in the chat, say something so we can see if you're a sub, and so forth. Looks like some people are here for the first time and haven't been watching the intro for the last 20 months. Okay, so Marcus Toke, say something in the chat to show that you're a sub. Anyone? Hey, PD Baltech, you're a sub. Okay, well, he's not saying anything, so I guess we'll skip him. I'm Marcus. Okay, then you're not a sub. You have to be a sub to challenge me. So you can sub, or you can ask for somebody in the chat to gift you a sub. Then you can play. So somebody can gift you a sub, or you can sub, whichever is funnier. Today's 5 minute. Yesterday was 3 minute. So make sure you challenge me at 5 minute. After you beat Faruja 960, did you wake up and apologize? Oh, snap. Thanks for subscribing, Raj. Go, Raj. 14 less than the cool guy on the Discord. There's a cool guy on Discord? Doesn't sound like anybody on my Discord. How's it going, Raj? You doing okay? How old is your child now? Like 7, 10? Let's see. Your child should be 2.5? That's my actual guess. I could be a couple of years off, but that's my guess. 2.5. I got to guess something. 26 months, not quite 2.5, but I was pretty close considering it was a guess. Hey, Leo. Leo, how come you're not a sub? Didn't I play you like 5 times yesterday? Or maybe you were just talking a lot in the chat. You were answering questions about the puzzles. That's probably what it was. I've raised 2 2-year-olds, but that was 19 and 30 years ago. So, yeah. Or 29 years ago. 29 years ago, I was raising a 2-year-old. That doesn't sound like me. I'm wondering if Raj was alive 29 years ago. And if he was 2, was I raising him? Man, I just spilled, like, unsweet iced tea all over myself. I have the same drinking problem as Robert Hayes. Only 1% of people will get that joke. I don't know. I should have some kind of sacrifice that wins. I don't know. I like where everything is. Maybe here. Maybe that could be improved. To block the center up. You're 7, 8 years older than Spencer. Okay. I didn't think you were that old. That's pretty old. I thought you were in your late 20s, early 30s. So it shows you what I know. You just have that young look, that young feel. Yeah, that hangs everything. I guess you're supposed to do what you're good at. So if I'm hanging everything, then I mean, that's sort of okay, I guess. Alright, I don't know. I don't know what to do, so I'll just do nothing. Maybe he'll do something. I guess c4, b5 is pretty good. Okay, let's get Loof for our king. Well, now I don't know which way to take. Take this way, my bishop's open, and I have 3-1 on the queen's side over here. But if he plays d5, that's annoying. If he doesn't play d5, it's not annoying. So let's hope he doesn't play d5. Yeah, he played d5 instantly without even me making fun of it. Let's see. That gives me the c5 square. So I guess I'll go there. Yeah, BC was too solid. Also BCE, basic chess endgames. So far, this rook move hasn't worked out. But as soon as his knight moves away, I'll pretend I have a threat. Pretending's fun. Okay, so this is hanging. This is hanging. If he takes this, though, he's opening his king a little. So I guess I'll defend this one. Because this looks nice. All right, now I'm confused. Let's see. A queen's a good blockader, but then this is hanging. I could just win a pawn, and he checks me. That's probably not great. Yeah, it's probably... Okay, it wins a pawn, so... I could throw in rook d6 first. I guess. Guess I'll throw it in. I don't know. I don't really see a good square for his queen. I could just ignore the pawn and play knight d3. Then he'll probably queen the pawn in a few moves. Man, he's tempting me to play knight d3. Yeah, I can't not do it. I have to do it. I don't know if it's right, but I have to do it. Then if he queens, I'll get my comeuppance. Let's see. Takes. That's no good. So let's go here. All right, queen c7, queen f6, queen e6, rook c8. Rook c8 wins. You win rook c8. You win this round. My time situation is not good because I'm talking about the game. Thanks, Pew Live. Thank you. You'd think I could speak French, but c'est pas bon. J'ai habité en Belgique pour 4 ans, mais je regrette, mais je forget. I know it's j'oublie, but je forget's funnier. I've forgotten more French than half of you have ever known. The other half, no. I mean, I lived in Belgium 1988 to 1992. I say 92 because, you know, it's easier than 92. 92 is terrible. Come on, French. They use 90 in, like, I think Belgium and Switzerland. Also in Switzerland, I don't know if this is still true. This is 35 years ago. They, instead of saying 80, they said 80. Shocking. Ooh, always repeat. Ooh. Let's see. Here, D2 wins. So that could happen. He could play here, not seeing D2. All right. So we're still repeating. He doesn't want to draw it, so he's going to play something else. Always repeat, always repeat. Quatrevin 18 has a nice ring in French. Yeah, it's okay. Thanks, Deuce 916. Let's see, take this and queen. All right. In Switzerland, only just 15% speak French. Only 15%. Terrible. France won the World Cup in '98. Yeah, Xenoid. In French, they say 80 instead of 80. Also, in half of European languages and or more than half, they say the numbers backwards, which I don't understand. They must think that we say the numbers backwards and they're saying it forwards. So like German and Dutch and some other languages, they say like, 3 and 20 instead of 23. What? And the same thing, 33, 43. I don't know why. I mean, they must think that that's forward, and the way we're saying it's backward, just like the date. Americans are the only ones who do the date the way we do. Every other country does it the other way. It seems to me the month is more important than the date. So you should say the month first. But we're the only country that does that. Okay, it's 5-minute unrated, not 3-minute not unrated. Also, in America, and possibly only in America, instead of saying 3:30 or 4:30, some people say half past. It's 8:30. It's not very common. It's pretty rare, actually. But if somebody says it's 8:30, that means 8:30. It's pretty rare. Like, kids wouldn't know that. But in England and in other European countries, they don't agree on what that means. So I think like in England, if it's 8:30, it's 7:30. But in America, if it's 8:30, it's 8:30. And in some countries, if you say 8:30, it means 8:30. And in some countries, it means 7:30. Probably better to say 7:30 or 8:30 so there's no confusion. Instead, people say the way they were taught, then they argue that's correct and the way you're saying it's wrong. People think the way they were taught, that's right. And I'll give you a funny example. When I played in the Bundesliga for Dortmund, the team captain, the sponsor, he told me that I didn't speak English properly. And I said, like, what do you mean? He said, well, for example, you mispronounced the word hot. You say hot. It's not hot, it's hot. So obviously when he learned English, he learned British English. Because nobody in America says hot. Nobody's ever said that. We say hot. It's hot out. But he thought the way he learned English was correct, and there's no other way to speak English, and therefore he's right. Even though English is the only language I speak. He still thought he was right because he learned it in school. Also, why do British people put yous in words? Well, I don't understand that. Like, if you could put a letter in or not put a letter in, like, don't put the letter in. Like, why would you put extra letters in? How's that help? So come on, Brits, etc. And so forth. Anyway, I hope you learned a lot from that. Back of 8 means a little after 8. I've never heard back of 8. I like that. It's back of 8 means a little after 8. I mean, it should mean a little before 8. It should mean a little after. It should mean a little before. It's back. What if Baby got back of 8? Is that the top song in Britain? I mean, in Scotland? Did Karen cash the main event? She did not. After 8, as in chocolates. Huh. British people don't get to say that Americans ruin English, while also saying that Worcestershire is pronounced Worcestershire. There's a city in Massachusetts that I think is pronounced Worcester, but it's spelled like that or something. Something like that. I'm making it up, but it's true. Yeah, there we go. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Yeah, Worcester, Mass. Yeah. I think I played in the U.S. Junior Championship there at some university. I don't know what university it was. Also, I could be making that up, too. There's a street in Detroit that's spelled Lahser. Not Lash, Lahs. You understand? So if you never were there and you saw the street name, you would say Lahser. But if you live in Detroit, you say Lasher, as if it was spelled Lasher, even though it's not. Also, if you're from Detroit, you say Detroit. If you're not from Detroit, you say Detroit. Nobody from Detroit says Detroit. Only people who aren't from Detroit. And that's everybody. So if anybody says Detroit, they're not from Detroit. Every person on earth says Detroit who's not from Detroit. Unless they're French, then they might say the correct pronunciation, which nobody says. Nobody's going to be correct. You know, de toi. C'est pas bon. And the founder of Detroit, and this is, I took Michigan history, I'm from Michigan, is Antoine de la Mothe Cadillac. So the Cadillac, the car that you've heard of, that's the guy who founded Detroit. And I believe it was in 1701, if I'm not incorrect, which I am. Anyway, I hope you learned a lot about that. Hey, we're on Chess TV. Okay, you were a sub yesterday, so I'm going to assume you're a sub today. But you know, you might not be. I don't know. Got to assume something. Don't they just say Lester? I have gained 300 ELO points over the last 3 months watching your lectures. That's probably not why, but thanks. You probably worked hard and played better and tried harder and some other stuff. I guess I'll play the dragon because you guys like that. So. Yeah, Bala Sinwyd, that's actually across the street. I mean, I'm pronouncing it wrong because it's a Welsh name. That's across the street from where the World Open used to be every year on City Line Avenue. So one side of City Line Avenue where the World Open was, that was Philadelphia. The other side of the street, it is called City Line Avenue. So it was Bala, Kinwyd, I guess it is. Is it Kinwyd? Anyway, I was across the street from it and in it many times, but I never learned how to pronounce it. But I believe it's Welsh. Let's see, I'm supposed to play here, right? And then this is the line that I play, which like loses by force. Hard K, Bala Kinwyd. Okay, then what am I supposed to do? Queen C7. So, unlike everybody else who's ever lived, I've done something nobody who lives outside of Philadelphia has ever done. I'm the only one. We were driving many years ago were we driving to New York? What were we doing? That doesn't even make any sense. Maybe we were driving to Foxwoods. But anyway, we were driving from Michigan somewhere east, either Foxwoods or New York. I don't remember. And we went through Philadelphia and we got off the freeway and we went to the Target that used to be the Adams Mark Hotel. Now, obviously, if you live in Philadelphia and you've played at the World Open on City Line Avenue, it's possible you've gone to that Target because you live in Philadelphia, but I don't. And somehow we got off the freeway and I'm like, that's where the Adams Mark used to be. So the World Open was at the Adams Mark for like 25 years on City Line Avenue. Then they tore down the Adams Mark and built a Target. So I've been in the Target and I've been to the Adams Mark, 50 times or so. Also at the Adams Mark, the U.S. Open was there in 1993, 1 month after the World Open at the same site. That's not good planning. That U.S. Open was not well attended. It's basically the same tournament as the World Open with much smaller prizes. And it was a month later. So, okay, you can't challenge me 1 minute. 5 minute unrated. What's Target? It's a store that sells everything in the US. It's like Walmart, but it's not as dumpy. Let's see, I lived in Europe. What stores in Europe sold everything? I'm trying to think of stores in Europe when I lived there that sold like clothing. I guess Walmart, that sold like clothing and food and everything else. Yeah, I don't know if there's a Target-like store in Europe unless it's Target or Walmart. Maybe there is. I'm thinking Marks and Spencer, but I don't think Marks and Spencer sells a lot of food. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do. Let's see. Night here. All right, I'm a pawn down, so I have more open files. Yay. Now I can give away this pawn and this pawn. Man, I won't have any pawns. I can't blunder anything if my pieces are all gone. I'll show them. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to do against that. Oh, well. Oh, I thought he played a4. Like when I saw the a pawn move, I just assumed it was a4. If I knew it was a3, I would have played a4. But I was expecting a4 and then I didn't know what to do. So as soon as the a pawn moved in my head thought a4, even though they played a3. I'm smart. Americans referring to European countries as Europe. Correct. I mean, you guys got the euro as currency. You have the European Union. I mean, you can't, I mean, too bad. That's your fault. Sort of like we refer to the 45 countries in Africa as Africa, because it's Africa. Or I can still go here. Nobody can stop me. About 25% of Americans think Africa is a country. About 25%. Tesco's the equivalent. Interesting. And the other 75% are right. Let's see if the chat knows my life as well as I do. What's the only... That move took me aback. What's the only African country I've been to? I was there about 6-7 years ago. Well, maybe more than that. Maybe it was 8 years ago. I'll say 8 years ago, but I don't remember what year it was. Man, the chat doesn't know my life as well as I do. Goblin is here is the first right answer. South Africa. We were in Durban, South Africa. That's where the World Youth was. I was a coach for the American team. And one thing you don't know about Durban, South Africa, unless you've watched my stream and heard me say it, if you haven't done that, you don't know, is that city in South Africa, Durban, which most of you haven't heard of, has the most number of Indian people of any city in the world outside of India. 1 million Indians live in Durban, South Africa. I don't know why. But if you want to go to a city outside of India and see the most Indians, it's Durban, South Africa. Why? I don't know. I just know the facts. I don't know why they're facts. All right, let me get rid of these ridiculous challenges. 1 minute rated, 5 minute rated, 3 minute unrated. All right, that's everybody. Bye. See you tomorrow. That's what I thought moves, but Durbin. Go Durbin. They made a better joke on The Simpsons when you're asking what kind of Indians, points or feathers. Although it might have been Family Guy, because I get the jokes confused. So either on Family Guy or Simpsons, I don't know which one, when they said which Indians, they said this one or this one. That was the same joke you just made. Also, there's an episode of The Simpsons where Apu takes the American citizenship test and passes, and he's an American citizen, and they have a party, and Homer says, like, now you're an Indian American, or you're a Native American, or you're an American Indian, and they're like, all of those are wrong. So Homer was trying to be right, but he couldn't be right no matter what he did. They had a casino in Durban that was walking distance from our hotel. It's because of trading back in the days. Yeah, most people haven't heard of Durban, South Africa, unless they're from South Africa, or they've been to the World Youth there. That's about it. Otherwise, and they have a lot of people for a city nobody's heard of. I did enjoy it. That was great. My only time in Africa. What's my favorite opening? That's a personal question, especially from somebody with 69 in their name. Oh, my favorite chess opening. Probably the Queen C2 Nimzo. Okay, C. Benson, can you say something in the chat so I know you're a sub? Although I suspect you're a sub. I thought Durban was in Australia. They probably got a Durban there. When I used to coach the World Youth, that was all the tournaments. Now the World Youth and the World Cadet are separate tournaments in separate places. So one is under 8, under 10, under 12. That's the cadet. And then under 14, 16, and 18 is the World Youth. They used to have it in one location, but there were thousands of kids, so they split up into 2 events. In for 5-0, I cut my teeth on that time control. Come on, E6. Come on, E6. Damn. Can you play if you're not a sub? Yes, if you sub to the channel or if somebody gifts you a sub. Then yes. So if you don't want a sub or you can't, just ask in the chat. Say, can somebody give me a sub? And then somebody will give you a sub. You know, in theory. In practice they won't, but in theory. Let's see, do I take or go here? I guess I take. So Dina was winning her. Dina was lost in the opening, and then she was winning when I last looked. Now we'll look again. What happened on board 1? Board 1's still going? Wow. I don't think it is. I think they just don't have the moves. And then Dina was winning. No moves in Dina's game either. Well, Dina was winning. Okay, now there's moves. It says Dina's plus 15, so I guess she'll win. So she'll have 3.5 out of 5. The tournament's over. And they both have 4 out of 4 on board 1. Okay, they drew. So Mora Diabate and Ehrenberg tied for first. Salinas gets third. Or maybe Salinas ties for first. Maybe he had 3.5 out of 4. I'm not sure. And then Dina won, so she'll tie for fourth, I guess. And all castle. All right, time to check my emails. Boy, this was a waste of time. They're all like political emails. All right, well, that's a minute of my life I'll never get back. Okay, what happened? Castles? Let's see. This has some threats like this. That's it. I ain't got no more of your body. Nobody cares for me. Nobody. More important for me, Vincent won. Who's Vincent? You mean Vincent won in Pulp Fiction, the dance competition with Uma Thurman? I mean, he was Vincent. I can talk more to the chat when it's 5 minute. When it's 3 minute, if I look at the chat and talk to you, my flag falls. Okay, 3 minutes wrong, CSM DX. I could go here, or I could play bishop here. I mean, in theory, this is right, but I think in practice, this is right. Do I do it 3 times? She's not a vampire. Just once should do it. That's a good line. I'm not trying to boast, or am I? But I know Pulp Fiction better than anybody, including the people who made it, because I've seen it more. Rawr. Okay, maybe the people who made it know it better than I do, but I doubt it. I got lots of trivia that nobody knows, especially me. For example, if you've seen Reservoir Dogs, I said if, and you've seen Pulp Fiction, then there's a woman who, in Reservoir Dogs, she shoots Mr. Blonde, I think it is. She shoots the guy when they're trying to escape, and then he shoots her and kills her. He's the undercover cop. The same woman was also shot when Ving Rhames was shooting wildly at Bruce Willis, and he shot a woman. That's the same woman. The same woman gets shot in both movies. Terrible. Her only job as an actress was to get shot. Never play F3, but times are tough. I mean, we have a lot of C-pawns. Remember in the last game, my opponent hung his queen, and then before I took it, he resigned? This is very similar. So it's possible he didn't see queen takes rook. It's also possible it's a mouse slip and he meant to go here. We'll never know. See, F3 was the winning move, not knight C6 forking the queen and rook. My knight was too strong. Yeah, undoubled my pawns, even better. If you have any Pulp Fiction questions, I can answer them for you. Let's see, if he checkmates me, then I'll lose. G3, queen H4, queen H2 mate. Damn. So I have to play king H2 and take with the king and defend my H-pawn? God damn. Am I good enough to do that? Probably not. Could take this, and then I sack the exchange. Well, I like sacking the exchange. Let's do that. Let's sack the exchange. Karen's always coming. And then sub. Vincent, we happy? Yeah, we happy. Vincent, it's in the cupboard. No, the one by your knees. I forgot he could do that. Now he's threatening mate in 1. And like this check is scary for some reason. These 1200s are tough nowadays. Let's see. Queen D1. Check, check. I guess Queen D1 wins, maybe. Let's see. Seems like it wins. Yeah, Hateful Eight was good. All Tarantino movies are good. If you think Pulp Fiction is the only good one, you're banned. And your children's children are banned. A $5 milkshake, does it have bourbon in it? No. That's a pretty damn good milkshake. I don't know if it's worth $5. Pretty damn good shake. I told you. And the waiter, Buddy Holly, obviously was played by Steve Buscemi. But I'm sure you all knew that. Has to be unrated. Has to be 5 minute. 5 minute unrated only. Kill Bill wasn't good. You're banned. Jack Rabbit Slims. Well, let's go get a steak somewhere. You can get a steak here, Daddy-O. Always sack the exchange. Just looked at my time. Good thing I looked at it. Put it in H. Hard to stop meat in one because it's impossible. Good reason why it's hard. Okay, Taha AU, say something in the chat so I know you're a sub. I suspect you're not. C. Benson subscribed. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Man, he wasn't a sub. I can't believe it. I got bamboozled. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-dum-bum-bum. All right, somebody give Oma a sub so he can play me. Thanks, Xenoid, for 400 bits. Also, the thing that she did in the air wasn't a square, it was a rectangle, which she said, don't be a square. And they should have done that again. She made it a rectangle. This part was longer than this part. From South Africa, never been to Durban, too broke. Oh, you're not missing a lot. You can go to Cape Town, Johannesburg. You got everything. The hype train is close. Justin Conclusive subscribed. Sir Percival gifted a sub to Uma. Good enough. Okay, 1 minute's wrong. Everything's wrong. He's from Canada, so he's slow at subbing, eh? The more you subscribe to the channel, the more subs we have. Anybody watch Wimbledon? That was a great match. I watched about 80% of it. Come on, we need somebody to give 100 subs just for the shock value. Even I'll be shocked. Not too shocked, a little shocked. It's already Monday in Europe. Stop subscribing. It's true. Do with capital D-O, U with the letter U, watch WTA matches or only males? I wasn't able to catch the women's singles final because I was asleep. Somehow I woke up for the other one, but I woke up like an hour into it, or 2 hours into it. Something. Bum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum. Some people think Reservoir Dogs is better than Pulp Fiction. I'm not one of those people. They're about equally good. I like Pulp Fiction a little more. Pancake Gremlin subscribed. Hooray! Putting us at level 2. Maybe. From Dusk Till Dawn is definitely the strangest. I don't think he directed that. I think he just, he wrote it and started it. Maybe he directed it. I didn't think he did. But Tarantino was in that movie. Hateful Eight was good. I've seen all Tarantino movies. If all the rules and rating stuff is same for women, why do they have differently rated titles than men? Well, they don't necessarily. Women and men can get the same titles. But there's also women's titles because less women play chess. So it tries to encourage women to play chess and get titles. Encouraging people to do something when there's a small number of people doing it is something that's foreign to like conservative people like yourself. Most conservatives just hate everybody, and they really hate less fortunate people, and they hate minority groups. So if like 5% of the chess players are women, then they hate them because there's 5%. They don't like that. And if you want to get more women into chess and more people in general, they try to do things to encourage that. Because historically, women didn't play chess because in some cases they just weren't allowed to. So women are underrepresented in many facets of society based on historical reasons. Like women couldn't vote, women couldn't own land, etc. And in some countries they still can't. So if you want more people into chess and more women in particular, you do things to encourage that. But this is a foreign concept to conservative people. Conservative people just hate everybody. Hooray! Always retreat. I can go back to G1. Then I won't get hurt there. So in conclusion, conservatives are terrible. I sent you a friend request. What? Who dares send me a friend request? Let's see. Is it here? Let's see. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Also, if you're a MAGA, you're not allowed to watch my channel. The Supreme Court said so. They specifically mentioned my channel and MAGA. Hey, he sacrificed the exchange. That's a good move. His play isn't as good as it was. Now, I'm going to sacrifice the exchange. And then I'll get look for my king, so I don't get back rank mated. Hooray! Mm-hmm. I'm playing very well. Why, thank you. It's Karen.
I heard you guys talking about MAGA.
Yeah. No, but oh, you okay?
Yeah.
My best thing that I said was, the guy said, "Why are there women's titles in chess?" And I said, "Because conservatives hate everybody." Let's see. What do I recommend in my course? Oh yeah, Rick C1.
What's everybody doing? I need to scoot over, but you're already like way over.
I'm way over.
We gotta redo our background. This is horrible. I hate the shelf back there. The camera's always askew.
Let's see. Which way do I turn it? Oh, I'm supposed to have the other one up so you don't tell me it's wrong.
Well,
I was the wrong way. Perfect. That actually is a lot better. Admit it.
Yeah.
I wanted admission.
You can even scoot back this way. Well, actually,
I don't know.
yeah. Okay, maybe not.
If I lost weight, maybe. So what's your women's opinion on women's titles? Like WGM, WIM?
Hey, Chess Pawn. I mean, that's been rehashed and hashed. Hey, VCDJ88. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Thanks for asking, though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll add a command that just kind of summarizes it. Yeah, there's nothing new to say about it, you know.
I thought my answer was good. Conservatives hate people.
C.L. Smith says, Karen rejects her conversation topic. Well, you know.
Rejected.
I don't have anything new to add. It's not an interesting topic to me anymore. Move says, Karen, now here's a topic I'm interested in. Karen, hi. I have a mini update to the mini drama. Interested. I am interested, although if you're meaning recent tweets by Elizabeth Pates, I saw them. And I saw Dina's tweet. But there could be more stuff. Is there more stuff? Our Brick-a-Brack says, as a conservative, I may disagree with you slightly. That's all right. We don't need everybody thinking just like we do. I don't agree with Ben on everything politically.
Yeah, you guys have the right to be wrong about everything. She's right.
I like to hear from other people that might differ.
Maybe he won't see his queens attacked.
Conservatives never agree with anyone. Well, they agree with each other.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was a conservative. She died. My mom died in 2019, and she was a lifelong conservative. And she voted for Trump. And she really only cared about a couple of issues. That was abortion, and prayer in schools. So any candidate that said Jesus a few times and didn't support abortions, you know, she was all over it.
What's this guy, 900? Oh.
Oh, your mom passed shortly thereafter, Donkel? Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I still miss my mom. Politics make everyone disagree. So sad. Let's just all get along. My mom is red, says Seth Chess, and my dad is blue, and I just play chess. Now, where did Moves go with that update? Did I miss it? Because I know about the tweets, so I don't know if there's something additional. Oh, I saw all that. Their Move says they're calling her out for focusing on women in lingerie and ignoring that she played in countries where women... Wait, you scrolled off. Where women are treated horribly and taking money from Motiva. Yeah, I saw all that. No, my mom died, you know, of cancer, Calvin.
Always sack the exchange.
But, my mom was really religious too. And when I tried to point out that, you know, Trump was hardly religious and liked to talk about grabbing women by the pussy, she didn't care. She did not care. Pates doesn't have Twitter. Yeah, she has Twitter. Moose says, I say she's on the back foot now. Yeah, I saw all that.
Okay, Bandits, say something in the chat so we know you're a sub. Also, CSMDX. Weren't you not a sub yesterday? Or am I confusing you with somebody else?
You couldn't find her Twitter? Hang on, I'll tell you what it is.
It's Elizabeth, I think.
I thought it was something different, but maybe you're right.
Does Ben know if Levon will go to Azerbaijan for the World Cup? I do not know.
Yeah, it's LISIKO85. I guess that's an L. Yeah, that's an L. Lisico 85. On Twitter.
Did oh that guy left. Okay.
Caffeine Jones. Yeah, I know women defend that from Trump for some reason. Could someone donate a sub to me, please? Says Mech Separated Chicken. Who is your favorite chess player? I don't know if I have a favorite. I have a few that I like. I've always liked Anand.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see what you said, Caffeine Jet. Oh. Grab him by the poontang. Well, of course, Ben is going to be one of my favorite players, but you know, as far as that goes, my son Archer is one of my favorite players. I know a lot of chess players personally, but I thought you just meant like, you know. I have a few that I like. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we don't ban the people that were making a couple of.
More ban is better.
Well, maybe Tensor, maybe you can unban those guys.
Boo.
'Cause, you know, I think there's a tiny bit of truth in there.
Always ban everybody.
Because I think that there have to be some kind of limits on abortions. Like, for example, if somebody went to have an abortion 1 week from delivery, I mean, that obviously can't be right. So there has to be a line somewhere. So there has to be some kind of limits.
I won.
I'm willing to talk about that. Yay. Man, he was all squished in there. He couldn't escape. He drowned on his own blood.
Abortions for some and miniature American flags for others. Yay. Simpsons.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't like to ban people.
Well, I like banning people.
Right. Well, I don't know whether you can or not. I'm just saying, using the extreme example as where there has to be some kind of regulations and rules about it. Am I a chess player? I am, but I'm not very good. Zuzum. I've done, probably hundreds of tournaments. I'm going to say hundreds. I don't remember now. Over the board.
She owned a chess center. She's a local TD. She's played hundreds of tournaments. Her family all plays. She's more of a chess player than any of you will ever be.
Well, they may not. They might be.
Or could even dream of it.
But I'm just saying, I am. But I'm not really great. But I do love chess.
That's right, Game Trion. Very good.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that, Caffeine Jones. But I'm just saying, there has to be some kind of rules. But everybody, a hard line with never an abortion is not something I'm going to ever support. Where there's, no time when abortion is appropriate. But
how many moves into a game do you think you should be able to abort?
I don't think you're allowed to abort once you move once.
Yeah, but what should the rule be?
I like that rule. No.
Man, Karen's no abortions in chess.
I think after you've made a move, you got to commit to it.
Mm-hmm.
You've inconvenienced somebody else just because you got to go do something. Too bad. Lose the points. That's how I feel about it. Plan your life better. Yeah, I agree with playing Viking TV.
2,000 viewers. What else? And half of you are banned.
Yeah, I agree, Caffeine Jones. I'm just using that as my extreme example of how there has to be some rules in place. Obviously, that would be a very, very unusual and probably never happens situation.
I don't know what to do. I like where all my pieces are. I have to put them on worse squares.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, C.L. Smith.
I'm sure there are extremes on both ends, where there should be never an abortion, even the woman's going to die. There's plenty of those people running around. I'm sure there's some that say, you know, at any moment you can do it.
Always retreat.
I like that, Seal Smith. What do you call a stream half full of banned users? A good start. True.
Okay, every move we retreat, both of us. Must be playing great. Remember, it's 5-minute unrated, and I'll have to ask you guys to prove you're a sub and that you're not conservative.
Well, I mean, I don't think we got our this. I mean, I'm gonna unban them. We'll give them another chance to get in here. Let's see.
Ban everyone. A good start.
I haven't been in mod view in a while.
Man, that doesn't have a lot of squares to go to. I guess I'll go here. My bishop is encumbered.
All right, I'm gonna try to unban some people.
Blockaded bishop is of little value.
Let's just give him another chance, Tensor. I'm gonna give him another chance. You know, but we'll see how it goes. I can't help it. It's just how I am. All right.
Yeah.
All right, we're just going to give them another chance. Let's just see how they do. Hey, listen, if they suck, then we'll get them out of here. You're the best, Tensor. Thank you. I just want to try to, you know. Yeah, what happened with the tree, Kathleen Jones? We've had a tree fall a couple of times on our fence, and the dogs get out. So we have a lot of trees around. Are you still in Florida, or did you move somewhere else? You told me and I forgot. Big freaking storm. Lightning strike and whoosh. Didn't penetrate, but startled. Doesn't really do it justice. Yeah, that's scary. I'm glad I didn't bust through the roof.
Well, you have to be a sub to challenge me. You're not a sub yet. So you have to sub to the channel. Then you can challenge me 5-minute unrated.
You can't hear me? I pulled it closer. Let me pull up. Pull up to the curb. So we're too low down. Like when you moved it, you look how I'm like halfway up the screen now. So
Yeah.
oh, it messed up the.
Looks normal.
Yeah, it needs to point down more.
Point down?
Well, there's too much like space, so that it's like this thing comes up to my neck almost. It's just too much.
Yeah.
When you moved it back is all. It's fine.
Yeah.
But we fit in now, so you solved that problem.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get checkmated.
Hey, Planet Chess Club, how's it going? Time for Karen to get higher. Come on, baby, light my fire.
So this should be moved closer to us? Like
Well,
this? That can't
no,
be. It's touching.
I was gonna say
The top thing should be moved down?
slant, yeah, slightly, ever so slight. Just no, I wouldn't do it. All right.
That was the wrong way?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
It's probably a little bit too high now, but it's fine. It's good. Yeah, you look like you're help. No, it's fine. We're a little bit too high now, but
I'm so high.
it's good. I hate that bookshelf mambo. I've just been too busy to deal with it.
Always play F6.
First Percival's happy I'm distracting you from the game.
Mm-hmm. He's so happy.
Good. I'm glad you're doing well, Planet Chess Club. Let me see. Somebody asked. Oh, wait, there you are. I know it's hard to remember us all. Yeah, I'm in South Georgia and we'll start teaching at Savannah Tech at the end of August. I'm still picking up classes remote. Yeah, I remembered you had moved. So, yeah, there's more trees in southern Georgia, I guess, than in Florida. But you're still picking up classes remotely. Nice.
Should I change the camera or it's good?
That's fine.
Okay, and then Raymond 800, if you're a sub, say something in the chat. I am not accepting students, not for years.
Yeah, no students.
You type exclamavive.
Oh, do we have one? I forgot to add.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's who you get lessons from. Raymond 800, are you here? You have to say you're a sub or something.
Did I add that?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a lot of stuff.
Either you did or what's his name? Trying to learn.
Yeah. Maybe when he was visiting and got on the stream. That's pretty good. Hey, Lawful Waffle, how's it going?
All right, well, Raymond's not saying nothing.
Yeah.
So, next.
Darwish, we have the ADHD tag because trying to learn one of our mods put it there. And as he's told people before, he thinks he has ADHD. And he felt like putting it there and it just never got removed.
It's been removed and put back.
Right.
Yeah.
So we just kind of go with it, whatever.
You know, occasionally we do a collab with the Botez sisters, so we have to leave it there.
Well, they don't seem like they have ADHD.
Yeah, that's in the. Andrea claims she does.
Oh, she does.
And that's always in their stream. Too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That says ADHD.
I didn't even know that. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if she's going to have another boxing match.
I thought I had ADD once, but I decided to multiply.
I don't think you got removed by us. Just inconclusive. Nice, Caffeine Jones. Cool. I'm glad to hear that the lecture lives on. Oh, Andrea did a sub battle with Levy the other day. I'll never forget the time that we did a sub battle with Chess Bra. They asked us to do it. One of their mods. I said, yeah, great, we'll do it. And then I don't know if it was Amon or Eric, but whoever was supposed to be streaming just didn't show up.
Mm-hmm. Comchess, the time control's 5-0 unrated.
They told us later. I forgot what happened. Maybe they just overslept. Levy's team got cooked. Andrea did an ice bath stream today. What's an ice bath stream?
Take an ice bath.
I'm surprised she's doing all of that when Alex very obviously is not about her boxing. What do you mean? I think Alexandra loves it. They were scared cowards. Oh, post-workout recovery bath. Not
only do I have an extra rook, but more importantly, I have the 2 bishops. No, my bishop. Oh, no, my bishop.
Why are cats so much better than dogs? They're not as noisy and they require less work. Are the 2 main things I can think of. There should be a Hoochie Maguchi sub battle. We are dog owners, Pancake Gremlin.
Go dogs.
Yeah, I mean, I had cats for 30 years. And then my cats died. I decided I didn't want any more, but then my family wanted dogs, so we got dogs. Yeah, the Hyper Quadcast is in the camera. Nice spotting of it, matrices. It looks like a bong.
Ooh, Sinister Shadows. Thanks for the sub. You challenged me 5-minute unrated. Ooh, opposite color bishops. Good drawing chances.
Your cat became 20 years old? You know, I love our dogs, but it took a while because they were young and got into a whole lot of stuff. Now they're a little less hyper. And Glory B was just, mean isn't the right word, but too aggressive with her play when she was younger. It was difficult because she bruised me up a lot.
Whose turn is it? Oh, it's mine. Opposite colored bishops and opposite colored kings. If the challenge be 5-minute unrated shadows, not rated, unrated. It's like the Uncola. Crisp and clean, no caffeine.
Ron says he's at Chaps.
Ron.
I hadn't seen him.
Time to sack the exchange. A brilliant exchange sack. All right, Raymond, last chance. Are you a sub? Say something in the chat. Raymond 800. We're giving you more chances. It's me.
That's you, Katie did?
Raymond 800, that's you? Well, that's good enough.
Where were you seeing that? Oh, okay, you're saying Katie.
Yeah, she said it's me.
Oh, okay.
And she's a sub. Or he. So either way is good.
Isn't katydid an insect? Yes. We have a lot of katydids around here. Man, we're missing the main event.
Mm-hmm.
They'll still be going on when we're done, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the final, they have the final table with the World Series of Poker main event.
Yay, Dino won.
Okay, good.
Look at the standings from Charlotte Chess Center page.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that wasn't you, katydid? You were joking. All right, that's fine. So katydid was not Raymond.
Then my opponent's banned. So Aaron Berg, Mora Diabate, and Pablo Salinas tied for first. They all get 700.
Mm-hmm.
And then Julio Becerra and Dina and some other people tied for fourth. They get $40. And Georgia's own Carter Pietman, he got first under 2,200 by himself. So he won 400.
Nice. You just got your F6 shirt and cry like a grandmaster. Awesome.
Fedorowicz lost in round 2 to a higher rated player, then he withdrew.
Oh, did he?
He lost to Mora Diabate.
Do I think we'll move to kick eventually? You know, there's no reason to at this point.
Isn't kick like for white supremacists? What?
No, it's, you know, they're expanding their repertoire.
What? They have more than just white supremacists?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They have Hikaru's on there, and XQC is on
Well,
there.
XQC doesn't refute my argument.
I don't think he's a white supremacist. Yeah, he's not my favorite person. I don't think he's a white
Yay,
supremacist.
thanks for buying my course.
He said some dumb things when he was, you know, probably 20 or younger. Most 20-year-olds say dumb things. Yay, I'm glad you like Ben's course. Yeah, they have that guy on there, Aiden Ross. Is that his name? Yeah, Aiden Ross. Which I don't know a lot about him except for he seems to have some kind of love. He's in love with Andrew Tate. Somebody told me, Archer told me that Aiden Ross shaved his head so he could be like Andrew Tate.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like there's something wrong with him, Aiden Ross. Thank you, Starson. I'm from Alabama. Never trust an Aiden. I mean, I know Hikaru still streams on Twitch, and I did go one time to see him on Kick, and you know he didn't have near as many viewers as on Twitch, but that's when he first was on there.
I get a kick.
So I just don't know much about Kick other than, you know, we don't have a compelling reason to switch. Oh, he only streams on Tuesdays on Twitch?
You mean on kick?
No, I don't think that's what they mean.
What?
I said Hikaru still streams on Twitch sometimes.
For
And they-
Title Tuesday.
And they answer just on Tuesdays. Yeah.
Sounds very suspicious.
Well, I mean, he must be getting some viewers on Kick. I'm real busy, so I don't get in the streams as much as I used to, so I'm out of touch with Kick, I guess. I know they have a lot looser terms of service, so people. I don't know if you can show porn. I know you can do things on there you can't do on Twitch. Yeah. I heard they take less revenue. I mean, I think it makes sense for really huge streams. We're not a huge stream because their followers are going to go to wherever they go. And if they lose a few, it's not a big deal. I think it's a little bit harder for smaller streams to switch over. But yeah, I did hear that the streamers get a lot more of the sub money. Why does that link not work for you? You mean to play? I don't know. Does it?
Yeah, Trying to Learn said he tried to fix it yesterday. It doesn't work because they chess.com changed their, whatever they do.
Oh, so it doesn't work.
A lot of people say it doesn't work.
Oh.
Trying to Learn said he tried to fix it yesterday, but I guess he's trying to learn how to fix it.
Oh, well, let me try to fix it. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know it was broken. You can get on chess.com and just look for GM Benjamin Feingold and then kind of issue a challenge that way. Just make sure it's 5-minute unrated. Sorry, the link's not working. I wasn't aware of that.
I don't think it's worked for months.
Yeah, I didn't know it. But there's a workaround, but let me look at it real quick. Let's see if I can. Although Trying to Learn looked at it. Let's see here. Oh, I like this. I can see the chat within MooBot. I didn't remember that before. All right, let me see. Custom commands. Challenge.
Somebody texted me who wasn't you?
Let's see.
I guess it was Yerum. Who else would text me? Oh. I ran your Twitter handle through Twitter GPT. Oh.
Who is this?
John Fontaine.
Oh.
I can't read that. It's too much.
Let's see. Challenge with this link. What do you know what he said about why this isn't working? Or so I don't duplicate effort here. I can text him actually.
Yeah, you text him. Let's see. What do I do? Oh, let's take.
He set it up originally.
Sacking pieces is fun.
Let's see. all that stomping? That's funny. I typed it's Ben or Karen.
Well, it's one of you.
Let's see.
Knight 1400, can you stop challenging me the wrong time control? Thank you.
Well, he hadn't had time to figure it out, but he'll look at it. I'm not going to be able to figure it out. I'm going to send you a faux invite. Just ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, standard. 5 minutes. Unrated. No. That's not what I'm wanting.
Yeah, you challenged me.
Yeah, but just ignore it. I'm going to get rid of it. Alright, well, I'll give up. Sorry, guys. I was trying to fix something. Hey, Bonarici, how's it going?
Thanks, Magnus Withdrawalson, for subscribing. Go, Magnus.
Karen, who are you rooting for in the World Series of Poker? I haven't followed it the last few days, so I'm not even sure who got eliminated, but I think Weinman's still in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Weinman. Got to be Weinman. He lives in Atlanta, actually, 20 minutes from my house. And we've become friendly with Sean Deep, and Weinman's one of Sean's best friends. And so I gotta be for Weinman. He seems like a nice guy. How was the World Series of Poker? It says Raise the Curve. It was really a great time. We had so much fun. I cashed in 3 events. I didn't do as well in the main event as I wanted, but you know, it was my first one. I haven't been playing poker that long. So I'll tell you that I do have confidence now. And I won't be intimidated in the future. And I wasn't really that intimidated, but I mean, I was hanging with pros left and right. And, you know, I felt like I'm a recreational player, and I think I was doing pretty good. Yeah, Raise the Curve. It was so much fun. And I saw poker celebrities everywhere. And people were starting to recognize me. I saw Caitlin Komeski. She waved at me. Hey, Karen. Well, she's past me. I saw Jamie in the bathroom.
Threatening mate. Jamie's commentating on the Dan Smith tournament I was watching.
Yeah. You saw this Twitter Karen poker, and it was so gossipy. Karen can be gossipy. And it wasn't me. There is the poker Karen, and the poker Karen I had blocked for a while, but then I unblocked him because I knew all along it wasn't a woman, and which is fine. I'm just saying. And then somebody outed him at some point. He still does Twitter Spaces and still posts under the poker Karen. But I feel like the poker Karen's a bit of a troublemaker. So I don't follow them or anything, but I did unblock them. You know, the poker Karen is not me. The poker Karen's a man, you know. I did not make a profit, Tall Paul. It's hard for somebody, but I won't say that I lost much. I don't think I lost, you know, maybe slightly below break even. But pretty good for my first World Series of Poker.
Most importantly, I didn't lose at blackjack. And more importantly than that, although Karen would think that's the most important, is we got our hotel comped because of my great blackjack play. Mm-hmm. Even Karen was surprised. She thought they were going to escort me out and throw me to the curb, and then I would die of heat stroke. Then she would sue them and make millions while I'm dead. That was her plan. She was like, okay, let's go see if we can get any kind of comps.
Thank you, Raise the Curve. Yeah, the tournaments I played in were no joke. I mean, I played in one where I saw Landon Tyson Berkey on the break. I saw Landon more than once. I guess, I don't know if Berkey was playing in it, but I don't know why he was there. But Landon was definitely playing in it. And there were...
Is this Ari or Venetian?
That was the Venetian.
Didn't you see Landon Tyson at both?
I saw him everywhere. I saw him...
Only 1% of the chat has heard of Landon Tice.
Well, if they play poker, then they know who he is. Yeah, I saw Landon a few places. I guess the most famous one was Sean Deeb.
Should we ban Caffeine Jones for his crazy poker thing, or just leave him alone?
What do you mean?
See what he wrote?
No, I mean, poker is actually Caffeine Jones. You should know this because you're a math teacher or math professor, but there's a lot of math that underlies poker. It's more than just odds, and it's a whole lot combinatorics and understanding a whole lot. And I would say it's not mostly determined by psychology.
I don't think math professors know a lot about math. Otherwise, they wouldn't be math professors. Oh, snap. He probably knew stuff about math 20 years ago that he's just like, why is this my life?
Yeah, psychology is a small part of it. But, yeah, you have to really also, what I've been studying lately is to try to nail down my ranges. You have to understand what ranges to play from what position and what stack depth and what pot size. All of that factors into it. Yeah, the Euros are definitely very GTO. That's why when I played main event, I went 1C because day 1A is typically a lot of pros, and then 1B, if it falls on the 4th of July, is a lot of the Euros because they don't celebrate the 4th. And you want to steer clear of the Euros and the Brazilians.
Well, the top 3 chip leaders of the final table are all Americans. America.
Yeah, I've lost touch with who I made it to the final because I'm going to go back and watch every bit of it because I want to see the hands. But Weinman is who I'm for. Go Weinman.
95's too complicated. I want my opponent banned. So I can play bishop e2 or hg. They both look good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which is better? Good question.
Oh, good night, Justin. Conclusive. Wyman is the final American. Yeah, and I'm really happy about the fact that he's a local guy. He lives here, and
he's friends of a friend.
Friend of a friend. I have his number. I could text him because when Sean texted me that time to introduce us to Wyman. See, Wyman's a chess guy too.
Can you text Sean Deeb?
Yeah, I text.
Man, I can't text anybody.
I texted Sean when I was in
I could only text that one guy because you were on a group text.
Which guy? Wyman?
DC Lawyer.
Oh, DC Lawyer. No, Wyman, I still have his number, but
I have nobody's number except
I'm not
DC
going
Lawyer.
I don't know him. I'm not going to text him. No, but Sean and I texted when we were in Vegas.
Mm-hmm. He watches the stream occasionally. He's busy lately.
I'm sure he hadn't watched it all summer. But apparently...
it's funny if he's watching now. He's like, I'm here right now.
Apparently,
snap.
Wyman is a chess guy too. And he was trying to say you could give some chess lesson and he could give a poker lesson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so do that.
He's probably not the best player on the final table. I think he probably is. Now, who do you think's the best? I need to review the players. But I thought Dan has doesn't he have at least one bracelet? I'm so happy Faraz Jaka, who is my poker coach. I do group poker lessons with him. Won his first bracelet.
Yeah, but can you text him?
I can DM him over Twitter over my group chat.
But you can't text him his phone number?
Text him.
Terrible. Come on.
Actually, technically, I could.
Okay, that's better.
I could get his number off of, if I really wanted to be a stalker, crazy student, I could get his number off the group, but I wouldn't, do that, obviously.
According to this, when the final table started, there were 3 Americans, 1, 2, and 3, and it doesn't have an update. Like the WSOP site doesn't update from that. It still says there's 9 remaining. Let's see what the update is, because these guys are like he's the only American left.
Yeah, I have a bunch of points too. I have like 1,086,890.
There was 9 people left 33 minutes ago, and no update says anybody was knocked out. So we're getting bad information from the internet.
Oh, now he's saying 3 Americans.
Right. The 3 Americans who are left were 1, 2, and 3 in chips when the final day started. And so far, nobody's been knocked out. Unless they were knocked out, it hasn't been updated yet, which means they were knocked out in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, Lewis is still in, right? And he like the 9th one in 9th place.
Who?
Lewis, the one that was wearing, his last name's Lewis, he was wearing the glasses and everybody was complaining.
Lewis is in 7th.
Yeah.
The Americans are Adam Walton, Daniel Weinman, and Stephen Jones, and that's in order of chip count.
Where's Lewis from?
UK.
Oh. So
I think Macieras' dad was an online crusher back in the day.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wyman's in 2nd.
This hasn't been updated in a while.
Oh.
But I mean, there's updates here, but they don't tell us the chip counts too much.
Right. Well, I'll just get on PokerGo and take a peek. Let's look at it.
Oh, Holzner went all in for almost nothing, and Wyman called, and Holzner won. So Holzner could have been knocked out, but he wasn't.
So where did that put Wyman?
Nothing, because it was like no money.
Oh, okay.
Like $4 million.
Yeah, that's a great way.
He's got like $100 million.
That's my favorite way to chip up is when the desperate short stacks start going all in and you have a reasonable calling hand and plenty of chips. It's a nice time to just go ahead and call their pathetic little all in. Probably you're going to win it.
When people do that with me, I don't really care if I win or lose, so I call it an apathetic all in. I'd be more apathetic if I wasn't so lethargic. What cartoon is that from?
I don't know.
Simpsons. Unless it's from Family Guy. I think it's Simpsons.
Okay, yeah, I got it here. It's so little I can't see it. Maceras is really loose. I haven't seen, Ben has seen more of it than me, but I'm gonna watch all of it.
Yay, I won.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. Now, let me see.
I don't know if Planet Chess Club is a sub, but I'll play him whether he is or not. I won't even check.
Lewis, Weinman.
I'm usually against playing people with 4-digit ratings, but I'll give Planet Chess Club the exception.
Yeah, it looks like Weinman's third in chips right now. Jones is slightly ahead of him. No, I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm right. Walton has 137 million. Yeah, there's still 9 left.
9.
How did you guys meet? We met in St. Louis when I was there with my 2 kids. My oldest was attending a math camp, and Archer was attending a chess camp that Ben was the coach of at the St. Louis Chess Club.
Was that 2014 or 15? It's one of them.
2015. Yay, thank you, Boners. Yeah, we're rooting for Weinman. And he seems like a nice guy. And he likes chess. Sean says he has a new girlfriend that just started learning poker. So I'm guessing she's Southern.
Southern man, better get your wine, man. Don't forget what Sean Deep said. Southern wineman. His king's active. Good for the end game. Don't forget what Kasparov said. I sort of want to do a lot of things. Okay, we'll do this because he might not take back. Don't take back. Damn. Okay, then he might not see his queens attacked. All kinds of ways I could win. All right, then this, and then he'll be put through the thresher. Not sure what my threat is, but it's scary, my knight there. Let's see, 3 minutes wrong. You guys have one thing to do. It's challenge me 5-minute unrated. You can't do it. Like, more than half the challenges are wrong, as Karen will attest to. I keep Xing out challenges.
Well, they're having to do it manually. I didn't realize this.
But like 3-minute, 2-1, you know, come on. What? Queens move sideways? Well, I can get lift. That's good.
Yeah, let me Google something real quick.
If you want to do puzzles, we should do them after this game.
Okay.
Because there's only like 30 minutes left of the stream. But
Yeah.
if you don't want to do puzzles, we don't have to.
Yeah. I was waiting on you.
Doesn't knight f4 check win a piece? This guy's 2140. Come on. And he's tall. For those of you who don't know, Planet Chess Club is tall. Not Mikhail tall. Tall. Like short. Nigel Short. That kind of tall.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to fix that. Darn.
Thanks Zing X for subscribing. You guys don't like the way I'm playing, or you don't like the way he's playing? I hope you like the way I'm playing. I'm up a piece and I'm mating him. You guys are like, why didn't you do this? I'll sacrifice my bishop so there's less complaints. I wonder which one of us could play bishop c5. Okay, so bishop c5 here sucks. Bishop c5 here sucks. Ah, bishop c5 here. Yeah, that's a good move. It's not like it's winning. I have queen b7, but it's better than probably what he did. It's still, his king is on d2, so his position still sucks. Yeah, I won by resignation.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm gonna go here, and then it's under 18 can't watch.
Yeah, Bonarici, did you see that hand the other day where Wyman moves all in and he's got jacks versus, was it jacks, king? I forgot now. It was 3 high pairs, but then he got a jack.
It was kings, queens, and jacks.
Yeah, kings, queens. I thought it was.
And then a jack came on the
I thought
turn.
we were going to do puzzles.
Yeah, but this guy's been waiting like an hour.
That's fine.
He subscribed to the stream just to play me.
Yeah.
So I figure he's 200.
Yeah.
So we'll see how 200s play
That's
when
no
you're
worries. I just thought
using
you
an engine or not. Probably not using an engine.
You saw that ridiculous hand? Why was it ridiculous?
Frankly, ridiculous.
Did you see the hand after that? Full house lose to a bigger full house on the river. Oh, it was ridiculous because too many pocket pairs. I thought
Those are the kinds of hands that are in like James Bond movies. Everybody has 5 of a kind. I have 5 queens. I have 6 queens.
I thought it was exciting because, the underdog won. And it was fun since I know who some of the people are, like Josh Aria in the background, just screaming. And Sean Debo almost cried when I saw him on an interview. I swear his voice trembled because, they were so happy for Dan.
After the hand ended, Sean Deeb went up to the guys who had queens and kings and said, does this look like a guy who's going to be beaten with jacks?
What?
Rounders. Also, I paraphrased and I changed the meaning. But still, it's a line from Rounders.
In movies, even the royal flush shows up.
Yeah, royal flush loses to 6 of a kind. On The Simpsons, they're playing at Fat Tony's. He's the mobster. And the guys are like, I got 5 queens. And the next guy says, I have 6 queens. So, they're mobsters, so they have a lot of queens.
Right.
Come on, Gillette, Giles, whatever your name is. Yeel, stop challenging me the wrong time control. I'm not playing anybody after this game anyway. We're going to do puzzles. So no more challenges. You lost your chances.
I mean, the first time I ever played, I got a royal flush. That's the only time I've ever gotten it. I didn't even know what was going on. Like, I just somehow got it. I got high hand of the hour. And then everybody was berating me. I mean, I didn't even know which hands beat which hands. Because Ben asked me to go play poker. I said, yeah, I'll go try it out. And I kept getting confused about which hand won.
Kieran's like, I have a straight and a flush. So hopefully I won.
They're like, well, why didn't you do this? And why didn't you do that? Like, why didn't I bet? I don't even remember, And I said, this is the first time I've played poker.
My favorite poker story is a friend of a friend. They're both poker players, the friend and the friend of a friend. The friend of a friend's wife decided to play in a poker tournament in Vegas. Some daily, whatever, nonsense tournament. Anyway, so she plays, and she ends up winning the tournament. And when the tournament ended, somebody said to her, on this hand, like earlier, how come you didn't raise? Like she had the nuts and it was like the river. So it was like, it's almost like illegal not to raise. It is sometimes.
Yeah.
And her answer was, ready for her answer? Mm-hmm. What's raise?
Oh, yeah, you told that story before. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I've also gotten a straight flush before, and it was recent and kind of embarrassing, but I didn't realize I had a straight flush because I was so focused. It was a big pot. I was so focused on the fact that I had a flush, but it was all low cards, and I was worried they had a bigger flush that beat me, and I just missed that I had a straight flush. I mean, it was dumb, but it happens, and I haven't been playing that long. And you're actually supposed to bet the nuts on the river, but I didn't realize.
No, you're not supposed to bet the nuts on the river. You're supposed to raise.
Right.
You don't have to bet.
I meant raise.
Yeah, right.
I sometimes use those
Mm-hmm.
synonymously, and they're not. That's
Mm-hmm.
not correct. But anyway, I didn't do it because I didn't understand that I had the nuts.
It's a good excuse.
Well, the guy brought it up. I'm like, sorry. I mean, he didn't. The dealer just ignored it. But, you know, under certain circumstances, they're not going to do anything about it. They'll just give you a warning if they call the floor. Nobody's going to get in trouble for that rule. It's too hard to enforce it. And even professionals miss it sometimes.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
This looks familiar. We've had this puzzle, but I have no idea what the answer is.
I don't remember.
I'm guessing that has to be the answer. I see. Interesting. Yeah, I know we had this, but I can't remember the answer. Ugh. Now I got to think again. It's not my strong suit.
Yeah, I don't remember having this before.
Yeah, I do. I just don't know the answer. Nothing good is coming to me.
Me neither. I may have some tentative first moves. What's your first move? I thought it was bishop.
I think it's bishop takes f1
Yeah.
because I always think it's bishop f1. And then after bishop takes rook, I don't know what to do. Because threatening bishop d7 mate, and he's threatening rook takes f1, and he has 3 pieces for a queen. I could play bishop b5, but he plays rook b1. So I don't see how that's good. But I don't see a move that's not bishop f1. Rook takes c3 doesn't look right to me.
Right, I agree. Why don't we just try that first move?
All right, I don't see how to win after bishop takes rook. All right.
Okay, well, let's continue. Let's see.
Well, this is mate, so we gotta do something about that. Oh, I see what to do now. Okay, I see the answer.
Oh, bishop h3?
Bishop h3.
Yeah, because you got a
queen
mate
takes his
threat.
check. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll just take this.
yeah. Okay.
2791. Seemed harder than that.
I looked at all that, but honestly, I thought, what would be the defense? I thought that if I took the rook, that they would take with their rook.
What position?
I thought they would go rook f1.
Well, I take this then.
Yeah, okay. I just didn't know what they would do.
Yeah, because this threatens mate, so yeah, but this is a cool move.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if the bishop didn't take on c8.
Yeah, well then I would take this. Then white's attack is stifled,
Yeah.
as Archie would say to Edith.
I place have the mate threat. White to move.
That seems like the answer. I like my answer.
Okay.
Hey, we have 1,969 viewers. Oh, we did. That was the year I was born. Now we have 1,931 viewers. That's the year Korshner was born. For information about Karen, type !Karen. 1942. Let's see, who was born in 42? Nobody, that's who.
should see what to do about that. I don't know. I was looking at Queen F7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
And then I thought they would go Queen E5.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. So that's what I was trying to figure out. I think it's maybe Rook E6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was right.
2,200. Yay.
That one wasn't hard.
Anything you want. You got it. Okay, I got it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My king's active for the endgame.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to see how, what's his name's doing. Turn the sound off.
Yeah, that's
Let's see, where's YouTube?
Oh, also there's a pen. Let's see. It took. There.
I can't tell if Dan was knocked out or if he's just not in the hand. I don't see him, so maybe he was knocked out.
Really?
Maybe. Well, he was in last of the three people. It could just be he's not in the hand.
Yeah, he went in last with chips.
With three people he was, yeah. Dan Smith.
Oh, Dan Smith.
Yeah, and the WPT one.
Okay, I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah, he's not there anymore. So he's out. So he came in third.
Okay. Let me look at this for a second.
The other guys have the same number of chips. So it'll never end. Okay, now I'll look up the other thing. Macieras was eliminated in 8th place. So who's eliminated in 9th place? Daniel Holzner was eliminated in 9th place. So there's 7 people left.
So I think it's Queen F7.
Right.
And then Knight E6.
Mm-hmm.
And Queen C7.
Mm-hmm. 25-10. So Daniel Weinman's in 4th, and there's 7 people left. He's way ahead of 5th.
Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah, that one didn't seem too hard. Let's do another one. I guess we should start puzzles earlier than we have been, because we're not getting to do very many. This is my only chance to do them.
I solved it. Oh, wait, my answer is wrong. No, my answer is right. Okay. Well, my answer is right, so.
Let's see if I go there. It seems like it's the Queen G4.
Yes.
And just take it. Take it.
2680.
That didn't seem hard at all. What's going on?
Yeah, we gotta be friendlier with Weinman now because he's gonna win at least $1 million.
That's what I'm saying. Well, Sean was like, "Oh, I told you. Oh, you should take lessons from Dan." I'm like, I mean, we can't afford Dan.
Yeah, we'll just give him chess lessons.
I would love to. We got to make it. We got to meet Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why don't we? Yeah, let's meet Dan.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I'd be a good influence on the girlfriend. Your band. Let's do another one.
It's been up for a while.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear it make the noise. White to move. Let's see.
Wow, that's amazing. I have solved it. That's a nice answer. Now I can see who's using an engine. Perfect puzzle. The answer is Johnny's not using an engine. Game Treon's not using an engine. $2,000 viewers. What else? Oh, 2001. A Space Advantage. King H5 is illegal. Man, truth hurts. But he played it every move. I don't see what the problem is.
Let's see.
Oh, Wyman's in third again.
Okay.
You just won a pot.
Good.
So the top three are American still.
So that
Seven
was
left.
Queen D7,
Continue.
and then I guess he's going to need to go King H6,
Uh-huh.
and then Queen G7,
Uh-huh. Continue.
and then he goes King H5,
Mm-hmm.
and then Queen H7.
Okay, then what?
Let's see, where is he on 5?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he can't go. Oh, I forgot about the block.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the block. Okay, let me look. Let's see. Goes there. And then the bishop goes to H6. Then yeah. No, because he can take it.
So seventh place is 1.4 million.
Just a second, sweetie.
Hopefully he doesn't get that chump change.
Oh, you can go.
Mm-hmm.
He can go over there, though. If you go knight G7, you can check him, but then he can go to. Oh yeah, he can go to G5. So I don't know. Am I on the wrong path?
Hold on. There's an answer. I don't know why it's wrong from Bonarici. Oh, I know why it's wrong. Okay. At the end of your line, Bonarici, at the very end, black queens would check. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with your line.
Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead if I'm wrong.
Okay, so yeah, the answer is really long, and there's a really cute move.
Okay.
I'll stop before the cute move and let you find it. So it's check, check. Then you have to go here. You
Okay.
have to play bishop h6. Then you check here. Now he can't play bishop g5 because you take it with mate. So he has to play pawn g5.
Oh, okay.
Now you have a cute move. Maximus, in your line, white plays queen h7, and then 2 moves later he plays queen e5. That's pretty illegal.
Cute move.
Mm-hmm. See if there's any updates. Go Weinman. Go Atlanta. Yeah, it's been 17 minutes since they updated. That's ridiculous. 18 minutes. The chip counts are more updated.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so knight f4 check. He can't take with the pawn because it's illegal. So he has to take with the queen because it's the only legal move.
That's all I was looking at.
Right, then you go here and he's mated.
I didn't see that. I knew that there was some.
29.50.
Darn. I almost had it too. That's all I was looking at.
Mm-hmm.
But I was trying to go down, and then I just didn't see anything that would work.
Yeah, 29.50 is hard. All right, who should we raid? We got Grandmaster Gallery, and that's about it.
Yeah, how about Gowrie?
I like to raid fellow Grandmasters.
Bye, guys. Have a good evening.
I wonder if I spelled his name right. I spelled raid wrong. And then I'm going to go make my videos now.
Oh, okay.
Good, the lights are on. I must have done something wrong. Invalid username channel. I didn't write channel.
Yeah, it does get tough to visualize that all gamma Etrion. Yeah, good to see you, Mode.
All right, see you guys
Bye.
tomorrow, maybe. I'm not sure. And then tomorrow's our meeting.
Yeah.